Hola, 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 hola. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another stream. Today I can show you the chassis so you can see my vein mask. But it's a device who can measure the breathing rate. So it's take me too many time to do this or share my screen on my phone and don't lag the stream. So this work. Now you can see my breath rate. So it's a very fun way to train because you add a new metric to see. And I want to use today because today's training is a sweet spot session. It's not too hard because in this week is of deload, so only 2 intervals of 10 minutes. But the fun part is we have a goal, so sustain that power for that time. Try to my breath don't increase at the phase 3. So now I supposed to do phase 1, but as you know, and as I'm talking in the past stream, sorry, when you talk, your breathing is affected. So maybe the heart rate doesn't come up, like you can see is very low, but it's for the power. But my breathing when I'm talking is up and down. So it's a very good way to see how this works. I'm using my Zwift bike because I have completed the phase 5 of the gravel bike, so I now have to add more kilometers to this bike. I don't remember what level is this bike, but I think it's maybe level 2, level 3. I think maybe level 2, and I need like 300 kilometers for the next upgrade at level 3. I remember a teammate of TNP say this bike is competitive in the level 4, and it's a lot of kilometers for this bike. A lot, if you compare with the other bikes. Five minutes of warm-up and 250 kilometers. Well, at this pace, at this power, I have to stay between phase 1 or phase 2, but it's a training, so I need to focus on the execution of the workout, and I need to find a rhythm in my breathing. I wanna turn on the fan of the floor. I think level 1 is good. My threshold is 28, my BT1, so and it's week 2 after the cold, so finally I can feel, I can breathe. Very nice to see the metric in the screen, because in the past workouts I have to see my or like that to see, and now I can see in front and try to be focused. Hey Chris. Yeah, I think it's very all is reasonable. I miss race. I miss a lot race. I think I have, this is the 3rd week I don't race and only do workouts. So this workout is, oh, finally, effort times. I wanna see your race, Chris. I spend all my morning trying to figure out to share the screen. But I think tomorrow is the day to see that race with a coffee in the morning here. I try to find a rhythm more like reach a number specific, because I know my body is go up and then adapt and go down, and it's a dancing during the workout. And I think this way is a very good test to see the theory of the breathing pace or the conversional pace when you like, let's say, if you can talk when you are doing a workout, is out of your zone 2. And you can see the numbers. When I talk, my breathing is going to up, increase to sustain the effort and talk. So it's a good way. If you don't have one of these devices, you can try about the perception. Now I want to focus in the breathing. So, in 7 minutes more, we have the first interval, and the goal is sustain that effort for that time, and then cross the second threshold, who for me I think is 46. Either because have a thermal sensor in the front for the nose and at the back for the mouth, so have the track of both, and consider if you open your mouth, it's considered like a nose breathing, like a mouth breathing. Only if you breathe in and breathe out for the nose, is like a breathing training. But when you open the mouth and exhale for the mouth, is active the sensor and is a mouth breathing. So we need to be efficient, and I have to concentrate in the breath, in the rhythm, because at that power my body is gonna produce lactate. So I need to teach my body they can clean that lactate at that effort, and for that I can help with the breathing. Because that way you have more oxygen. It's kind of logic. So when you breathe by your nose, the air in your nose filter and hold the air, so that way it's more efficiency for the body. Move up the blood for all the body. So I don't worry by the first minutes, because it's like all the intervals. At the beginning you feel very comfortable. At the mid of the interval is when that metric like heart rate and the breath rate come to change. So when you more focus at the start and in the interval, more easy the second part and the second one. But you have to remember the goal is not reach my second threshold. I don't have music because with my phone share screen the audio is not available, so not music, but I have more levels of the fun, so I need more refresh to help my body. Ah. 2 minutes. So about now I wanna concentrate I wanna try a high cadence, no more like 80, 85. I wanna try 90 because it's more efficiency for the legs, give the mobility, the velocity. So I want to train my body to adapt to this. 40 seconds. Whew. That was the first interval. Whew. I think it's a good tactic to start at the 90 of cadence, because that way I try always stay nearly the VT2. So when the time is more, I only have to decrease the cadence to try to stay in the phase 2. And it's like the same when you train the VT1. It's alright if you cross the threshold, but you need to do something to come back under the threshold, and don't chase the power, only focus in the execution. So it's amazing. It's only two intervals, because the next is the last. So I wanna try the same. Let's start at the 90 of cadence and stay down my BT2. Is in the, you can see in the screen, 44, the threshold. So 2 minutes for the next interval. I wanna focus in the breathing, or make a good and quality workout. I wanna try to move up my fan or have some air in the face. That's better. Thirty seconds. Whew. Finally. I like because at the end of the interval I can keep my breathing under the threshold. So I don't feel too comfortable in the session, but I feel my nose with no real potential of breathing, because I have the feeling I can't breathe very well after the goal. So but my heart rate works fine, stayed in the threshold zone, so not very good feelings about the execution, but I feel like a limitation of my body. But it's great. Come back to the intensity. The next week, maybe I have to do another ramp test with the chassis to see if this first 3 weeks works, but I think it's too less time to measure, but I know I have to. So maybe it's not to see how increase my FTP, because I think maybe it's not too much and I'm weighted and no down in the measure of my weight. So I think maybe my FTP is the same, maybe 10 or 15 watts more, but I think my VT1 is who increase, because I feel comfortable to do up of 200 for a long time and keep in this pace of breathing, this rate of breathing. So maybe the next stream is another ramp test, or can see the evolve of my VT1, because it's what I train this in this phase. Try to build in some more aerobic fitness, and for that I have to do a lot of Zone 2 rides and VT1 rides. So I think I did the same hours, maybe like I be doing, but it's a lot of more VT1 and a lot of more flexibility exercise down the bike. Woohoo! I complete the route. I realize I have all my settings in Spanish and speak in English. I want to share with you all watching this about the feeling of not racing. Is a kind of fine, a weird feeling, because I know you have to do a structured workout for stimulate some part of your body and achieve that adaptation. But the fun part of do Zwift or cycling is about the community, to share with some more people. So that is the reason I doing this, because I feel it's very hard to sustain a motivation for a long process, for a long, I mean long, like 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. I am doing 1 month of not racing in Zwift, only do a structured workout. Yes, the Sunday I did a row pacer, and I feel it's kind funny and more dynamic, but at the end it's not a precise workout. I prefer do this and forcing to stream to keep the consistency in the training. So thanks for all watching this. Thanks for the people who connect on the stream and chat with me. Thanks for the club team at POGI. Remember, if you wanna join the club, you can search in the companion app Team Not Pogi. We are unlock the jersey, so I don't know when exactly, but we have jerseys of Team Not Pogi finally. At the moment I keep wearing my jersey champs of the CRL only to flex. And I want July come soon, because in July is the CISU tour, and I wanna use that for train the racings, the racing strategic, so the racing tactics and the racing feelings, because it's more intensive efforts. But at the moment I have this month, all June, made another month of structured workout. But after that, the Sisu tour, and I hope my fitness is allowed me to enjoy the category, because I'm not racing, my Zwift power is down, and now I back to the B category, and it's because I don't race like 3 weeks. So keep waiting, keep training, keep working for reach the goal. So thanks again, guys, for watching. See ya in the next. I wanna keep this out because it's not too comfortable. I wanna finish the workout because I wanna see the stats. Oof. My dog. Yeah, I have the phase 2 of the Zwift concept. So, it's a long way. You can see, for reach the phase 3, you need a lot of kilometers. So, I doing this, but when release the gravel, I keep upgrading that. But like I say, I have finished that, so come back to my old project of Zwift concept. Well, thanks for watching, guys. See ya in the next. Adiosito.